Hi everybody, it's Jenny Druitt from Langwarrin in Australia. I'm an independent Stampin' Up demonstrator, and the tutorial that I'd like to show you today is not cards, it's a little gift idea of how to make a tissue box. So I'll show you the tissue boxes that I've made. This one's a gorgeous little one with an owl on it. And these tissue boxes you can just pick them up from Coles or Safeways. They're just a square box tissue. And the pattern is really easy. And a big thank you to Cheryl Hamilton. I watched Cheryl Hamilton's video on how to do these, and it's super easy. I just adjusted some of the sizes of the fronts of the boxes. But these make a great gift idea for colleagues, work colleagues, teachers, friends. A lovely thank you gift idea. That one's with the owl on it. And because Celebration is on at the moment, I decided to use some of the new sets from the Celebration catalogue, and also one of the items from the free items that you get if you spend over $90. So I'll just go through the catalogues with you to let you know what's current. So we've still got the main catalogue here, the annual catalogue. This goes right through till April 2023. Lots of lovely things in there. And then this one here, this is the mini catalogue, and it started on January the 5th and it goes through till April 2023. So anytime you, in January and February, if you order anything from these catalogues or from the clearance rack and you spend over $90, you're entitled to a free item from Celebration in this small catalogue. So what I've chosen to use on my tissue box to show you is this cute, gorgeous little owl stamp set. And I will show you a whole lot of things that I've made with this stamp set. This is a stamp set, so it's got 3 cute designs and some lovely words. And we're also going to be doing, showing you some cards made with something for the fellas, for the men. We quite often don't make things for the men. So I've done a tissue box using the Legendary Ride set. So this is a stamp set here. It also has matching dies that match the stamps, and there's also matching dies that cut out the paper as well. And there's also a lovely embossing folder that does like a 3D metal effect, which is like on here. So we're doing something for the men, something for the ladies, and something for the children. Another set that I love in this catalogue, in this mini catalogue, is Playing in the Rain. This is an absolutely adorable set. And it's got stamps and dies that match it. So with the stamps, here's the stamp set, and it's a cling stamp set. So there's a little turtle and the fox and the rabbit, an umbrella, flowers, clouds, raindrops, and a couple of verses. It also has a lovely embossing folder that matches it, that has raindrops on it. And the dies in here are really good because I've done a sheet here. I've done a sheet here with the dies, because there's other dies like this little bridge and foliage and a kite and a tree stump and butterflies. But what I'm going to do now is show you how to make a tissue box, and it's super easy. I'm giving you the pattern on how to do it. So all we need is, and I'll have this pattern up on my That's Crafty Stampers website. So I haven't got it up there yet, but I will do it later. So the pieces that you're going to need are, and this is the bottom section of the box. You just need to cut 2 pieces of cardstock that are, and I've done this, they're 9.5 inches long. So 9.5 inches by 5 1/8. So you need 2 of those. That's forming the bottom of the box. Then what you're going to do on these 2 pieces is you're going to score it on the long side. You're going to score it at 1/2 inch and 5 inches. So you're going to do that on both those pieces. So that's forming the bottom of the box. The top of the box, which is, it's all in one, this box, so it's easy to put on the box and take off. It's all one piece. I've decorated all 4 sides on that, but it's a nice easy one that you'll find is very easy to follow. So the top of the box is, for the lid of the box, you're going to be cutting a piece at, it's an unusual measurement, but it has to be this measurement to fit over the bottom, 6 9/16 by 6 9/16, so it's square. Then you're going to score this piece at 1 inch on all 4 sides. So you're scoring it on all 4 sides at 1 inch, so that's the lid. Then the design, you can either use designer series paper, like I've done on here, I've used on the male one, I've used designer series paper, but on these two, I've actually created scenes on the basic white cardstock and added little characters. Done a bit of blending on here. I've used the basic border dies to create a pattern for the sky and just used a blending brush with Balmy Blue to just give a bit of a sky effect, moved it and then did a little bit more. So your border dies are great for anything like that. So that's the cute little playing in the rain one. I love that set. And this one, the owl one, I've also used basic white, but what I've done is I've used a blending brush to add colour to the white cardstock. Then I've also used a masking template over it, like this, to add a bit of colour with, I think I used Polish Pink and Highland Heather. Once that was all dry, I just got a little bit of water and I splashed it onto the paint. And you'll see how the water has lifted the colour and it just gives an interesting look. So this has got the little owls on it, and I've used Berry Versailles up here, and I've used some stamps from the Playing in the Rain. So there's lots of little images on there. It's so cute. I love it. And this is from another set, Framed Florets. So how to put the box together. So you've got your two pieces of cardstock. I'll put these patterns here so you can actually screenshot those, because that's got all the pattern pieces, how to cut it, how to score it, and also your designer series paper. If you're using designer series paper or cardstock around the 4 panels, those 4 panels need to be cut at, I've got that here, side panels of box. You cut those at 4 1/4 by 3 3/4. So you need 4 of those to go around the side of the box. The top piece of the box, the lid of the box, is a piece that, here it is here. You can either do an embossed panel like I've done here. See how I've got an embossed panel there? Or you can use designer series paper. But that piece for the top of the box is cut at 4 1/4. Oh no, sorry, it's not. 4 1/4 by 4 1/4. So 4 1/4 by 4 1/4 for your top of your box. That one's upside down. So they're all the pieces. This is how you put it together. So you've got your 2 pieces that are 9 1/2 by 5 1/8, and you've scored them at 1/2 inch and 5 inches. On this, so you're going to use your bone folder and crease all the scores on those 2 pieces like that, which I've already done. Then these 2 narrow pieces here, if you put double-sided tape on it, which I've done, have them facing that way. So you've got your narrow end on the right-hand side. Just pull off your tape like so, and this piece is going to add onto that score line here. So that's doing one join, just press it. So you've got that. Then you're going to take this tape off this end, turn it over, just fold that in, and this is just going to go straight down on top of that. So this should marry up with this equally, if I've done it right. If I've done it right. Usually sits flat. I might have scored it wrong. Let's see. Like that. It should sit flatter than that, but we'll see how we go. So that forms the actual box part. To do the lid, this is the lid, which is cut at 6 9/16 by 6 9/16, scored at 1 inch on all 4 sides. You're going to, so that's the piece, and I've scored it on all 4 sides. That piece on the top is cut at 4 1/4 by 4 1/4. That's this piece here. So that's this piece here. So what I suggest you do is glue this piece of paper. I've already prepared this just to save time for the video. You glue this piece of DSP onto the middle section of that. Then you're going to fold this side over, because you're going to be putting an oval die cutter in it, which I haven't put on the table. Never mind. You're going to be putting an oval die cutter in the middle of that, and then run that through the machine so it's cutting through both thicknesses. So once you've got that done, we're going to assemble the box together. So we're just going to, on these score lines here, we're just going to cut up there and just take a little smidge off that and that. And here we do the same thing. I'll just go around. Doesn't really matter whether you cut it there or there, but I'm just going to work around the box. And just a tiny little slither off there. Make sure when you put this oval die in the middle that you make a center point in here. And how I did that, I got my ruler, and that's exactly 6 inches across and 6 inches across that way. So I made a little pencil mark on top of the DSP, so I know when I put that die on, if that's in the middle, that dot's in the middle, the die will be in the middle also. So, just cut these little slivers out here. And what we need to do then is put some tape on those. Just put that aside. I'm just using double-sided tape. I'm just putting a couple of pieces on each corner. Celebration, January and February is a great time of the year because you get motivated to make things, cards for birthdays and things coming up, and also gift ideas. And I think this is a lovely gift idea to make for someone, or even for your workshops. For if you're a demonstrator and you're doing workshops, this is a great little lucky door prize for someone, or it could be a hostess gift for your hostess. So you're just going to take the tape off and then just press your corners in like that. And do the same thing with each corner. Like so. Just give it a press. And with the bottom of the box, what you do with the panels, because the lid's going to go on the box, I've got a feeling oh no, I have cut it right. I've got a feeling I cut it wrong. So the lid will go on like that, but what you do with these 4 panels, and these 4 panels are here, they're cut at 4 1/4 by 3 1/4. They're just going to be stuck on here. So you leave a little tiny border around it, and that's going to decorate each panel. And then what you do, just to save time, I won't do that, but you actually glue the lid to the bottom of the box. So that way it's all together. So you're just going to add some Tomboy glue, I find is the best for this. Put plenty of it on. These are so much fun to make. Once you've made one, you'll want to make more. They're quite addictive. So it doesn't matter which way it goes because it is square. So you just pop that onto the box and then you put your hand up inside it, put it down like this so it's sitting flat, and then just make sure those are all glued on like so. This one is a little bit bigger than I thought, but I'll show you on a finished one. There we go. So with the tissue box comes like this. So Coles or Safeway sell them. They're $1.15. You just press out this insert at the top, like so. And then you just pull the tissue up like that. And then you just put your tissue box, have the oval going the same way as that oval is, and that should cover it all. So there's your finished tissue box. Very, very easy. I'll show you some other projects I've made with these sets. So the cute owl card, I've done some other little cards here. I've done a Christmas card, cute little Christmas card for Christmas time. This one's done with one of the new stamp sets called, it's a border stamp set in the mini catalogue. And then I've also done, because I made this box, I thought I'd give it, as a present with the matching card. And then I've also made a matching tag to go with it. So that's that one. And then another cute one with the owl is this one. So these are all some of these things I saw on Pinterest, I just cased. Then the Legendary Ride, this one here. There's some cards over here that are done that Alan will zoom in if you want to case them. And I'll also show you some ideas done with the little Playing in the Rain set. So this is a stamp set, the stamps and the dies, and then here's some ideas of cards done with that set. It's absolutely gorgeous. So if you're liking any of these bundles, you can purchase them, and with it would make up a free $90 order that you could get the owl stamp set with. So there's some of those. The paper is beautiful on these. It's got like an embossed feel to it, and your dies from this set also cut out the designer series paper. Or if you decide not to get the dies, you can fussy cut them. There's beautiful raindrops there. I don't know whether that will come up, the glistening on it. Absolutely gorgeous. Cute little dogs and pigs and turtles and clouds. Beautiful, beautiful paper. And then the other side's quite bright. So there is something else special coming up with Stampin' Up! 2 during Celebration. And that is in the back of this catalogue. If you love the Stampin' Up! Products and you've got family or friends that enjoy using them too, there is a great promotion in the back of the book that if you want to get the products at the wholesale price and you want to join, there's 3 promotions in the back here. So for an outlay of $169, you can choose $315 of products from any of those catalogues of your choice, or if you spend $210, you get $315 of free products of your choice, plus this gorgeous little machine. It's a stamping embossed machine, the mini one, in either the new boho blue colour or in the grey. So I hope you've liked that video today. I will put the pattern on my website so you can case it, and I hope you give it a go because it is a nice gift idea. Happy crafting everyone, and have fun. Thank you.